I want to acknowledge the contribution of the Shin Buddhist Fellowship of West Hartford here in the United States for their publication online of a daily Buddhist practice and chant. Their primary message in promulgating this practice and chant is to suggest that we live simply with gratitude, peace, joy, and compassion. So it's a multi-step process, and the first step that they describe is that one faces the shrine, which they suggest that has on it either an Nembutsu scroll or a Buddha image. First, they say, put your palms in gasho, in reverence, with malas or meditation beads wrapped around hands, and sit in a chair or cushion. Then, ring a bell 3 times and then bow. While you do this, follow your breath mindfully. Then they say that there's a candle and incense offering, where one lights the wisdom candle and recites, "Mindful of the Buddha of eternal life and light, I calmly light this candle, brightening the face of the earth. In gratitude and joy, I offer this incense to the living heart of wisdom and compassion, Amida, the Buddha of immeasurable life and light." Then they suggest reciting the 5 remembrances. I am of the nature to grow old. There is no way to escape growing old. I am of the nature to have ill health. There is no way to escape having ill health. I am of the nature to die. There is no way to escape death. All that is dear to me and everyone I love are of the nature to change. There is no way to escape being separated from them. My actions are my only true belongings. I cannot escape the consequences of my actions. My actions are the ground on which I stand. By relying on the compassion of Buddha, the wisdom of the Dharma, and the fellowship of the Sangha, may I realize my true nature and liberate other beings from suffering. Then they suggest reciting the going for refuge in the 3 jewels, which is a fundamental practice that allows us to entrust ourselves to life's highest universal values. I take refuge in the Buddha. May I absorb myself in the living source of understanding, faith, and compassion, and awaken to the boundless Pure Land here and now. I take refuge in the Dharma. May I be submerged in the depths of the teachings and reality as it is, and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in the Sangha. May I live in harmony with all beings, united with the disciples of Buddha, in the spirit of universal oneness and freed from the bondage of selfishness. Then they suggest reciting the Shin Buddhist affirmation as follows. Entrusting in the primal vow of Buddha, calling out her sacred name, I shall pass through the journey of life with strength and joy. Revering the light of Buddha, reflecting upon my imperfect self, I shall proceed to live a life of gratitude. Following the teachings of Buddha, listening to the wholesome path, I shall share the Dharma with all. Rejoicing in the compassion of Buddha, respecting and aiding all sentient beings, I shall work toward the welfare of society and the world. Next is the chant of the Juseige and Nembutsu, chants that are viewed as a meditation to hear the primordial calling of life itself, beckoning us to spiritually awaken to immeasurable life and light, symbolized as Amida Buddha. This Juseige chant is the second of 3 gathas, or a song of praise, in the primary sutra of Shin Buddhism, the larger sutra of immeasurable life. This sutra passage recounts chapter 8 of this mythical sacred story, in which the Bodhisattva Dharmakara promises to embark on a quest for enlightenment and then makes 48 vows to the Buddha Lokesvara Raja. After declaring these vows, he praises these vows with this poem.
Shoten